at all, you automatically get those 2,000 points. And then if you qualify as best dressed, you're going to get some extra points on top of that. Somewhere between 3,000 and 1,000 extra points on top of that for the winners of the best dressed contest. But we'll do that in a little while. Do we have all of our leaders yet? There we go. All right. So this game is called, like I said, Emojified Movies. Each of our games, we're going to try to have them fit into one of our categories. Okay? So Emojified Movies, what's going to happen is you're going to see a bunch of emojis on the screen. The first team to shout out the correct answer is going to get some points. What's up, guys? We're going to try to wait for Abby to come so that she can keep score, but I guess, Jeff, hand me that pen. I guess she's not here. Whoa. Thank you. All right, so I'm stealing this paper, whoever it belongs to. All right, so I'm going to write down everyone's name, and then we're going to play. All right, here we go. Show us the first one. Okay, I heard sports first, so make sure you're super loud. All right, so sports got that one. Listen, we're gonna now you know what we're doing, so we're gonna go really fast. Here we go. Boom, anime, good. All right, next. I heard sports first. You guys were second. Not sports, music, sorry. All right, go. Nope. Who said Madagascar? Yeah. All right. All right, anime got that one. Go. I think I heard there's a tie. I'm going to give it to both of them. Who, you two? No, I didn't hear you. You guys got to be louder. All right, next one. All right. Movies, I got to hear you, man. Get loud. This is your category. All right, next. All right, everyone gets a point on that one. Okay, next. Yep, I heard you. All right, next. Who said that? You? I think I heard you guys too. All right, next. Nope. All right, do we have a tiebreaker? Hold on, don't show it yet. Oh, you showed it, it's fine. Yeah, they got it again. All right, so, where are you at, Abby? Are you in here? The winner of this game is anime. Second place is a tie between sports and music. And third place / fifth place or fourth place is a tie between TV and movies. All right? So there is that. Now, I need one player from each team to come up here on this stage. One player from each team to come up here on this stage. Come on. Come on, movies. Here we go. All right. I think I got 5 already, Lily. I think I got 5 already. I got 5 already, Lily. You can come next time. We're going to keep doing this. All right. Turn around and face that wall. How many of y'all have ever played Guess Who? Oh, let's go. Like that game with the weird flippy cards and you ask yes or no questions? Not charades. Guess Who. Very different. All right. So, here's what's going to happen. On the screen, we're going to display, on the screen behind you that you cannot see, we're going to display a member, it could be a celebrity, a character, something from some specific fandom, and you guys are going to ask yes or no questions that the audience is going to answer until you guess which the one is. And if you guess it, you get a point for your team. All right? So Just skip to that. We're doing the directions different, so skip to the first one. All right. So you guys all know who this is? Oh my gosh. So you are going to ask questions. What's your question? A yes or no question. You can ask, is it a girl? Is it a movie star? Is it a character? Whatever you want to ask. Do they have hair? Yes. What do you got? Ask a yes or no question. Are they from Dragon Ball? It's very specific. From very, very broad to very, very specific. Are they from Dragon Ball? I need to hear everybody. All right. Are they a main character? Not really. It's not really a character at all. I'll give you that clarification. Do they sing? Yes. Is it a girl? All right, if at any time you think you know it, just raise your hand. All right, yes or no question? 5, 4, 3. Pass. What? Well, we already know it's a girl. So are they in love with someone? Yes. Yes, okay. All right. He said that brings it down to nothing. All right, what do you got? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pass. Does she sing any songs that he knows? Yes. We don't know every song you know.
Do they have green eyes?
No. Excuse me, microphone. All right. You got a question this time? You can just start guessing female singers. We know that much. Is it Britney Spears? No.
Is it Kelsey Ballerini?
No.
Taylor Swift?
Yes. What team are you? So, music. All right, everyone go away. Another player from each team. All right, face this way. Let's go, Seth. Y'all make sure you're nice and loud. Show us the next. Wait, Wilfredo's not up here. All right, show us the next one. All right. Holland, you get to go first because you're standing right here. Go.
Is it a boy?
Is it a boy? We think so.
Does he have a beard?
Does he have a beard? His whole body is kind of a beard.
Does he play in a movie?
Does he play in a movie? He's a character in a movie, yes. Is he the Winter Soldier? No.
Is it an animated film?
No. Kind of, sometimes, but not usually. His whole body is a beard. 5. Close, but no. It's not Bigfoot. Does he sing? I would like to hear him sing. But he does not sing.
Is it Disney?
Is it Disney? It's a Disney property, yes. Ask.
Is he tall?
Is he tall? Yes.
Is it Chewbacca?
Is it Chewbacca? Yes. Does anyone want to do an impression of Chewbacca singing for an extra 1,000 points? No? Okay. I just think that'd be hilarious.
You got a volunteer right there.
All right, come on. This is going to be something. Wait, do you even know what Chewbacca sounds like? All right, here we go. This man's going to do Chewbacca singing. What song is he going to sing? Okay, everything is awesome from the Lego Movie, Part 1. Go. Chewbacca's not a horse. You just can't stop laughing? You want to try one more time? You good? I'll give you 500 points for trying. All right, one more time. One more person from each team. We're going to do one more round of this. Come on. 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 All right. Okay. Pick one of those remaining four, whichever one you like the best, Richard. Okay. Does everyone know who that is? Yes. Eileen, that's the one Richard likes the best. I mean... All right. Lyric, ask your question. Hey, here we go. Is it a boy? No.
Are they from a popular franchise?
Yes.
Is it from Disney?
Is it from Disney? Sometimes.
Is this character from a like a Disney princess movie?
She plays a Disney princess, yes. What? Is it an actress? Is that what you're asking? Is it an actress? Yes. It's an actress that plays it. It's not a boy. It's an actress that plays. Does she have blonde hair? I don't think so. No.
Does she have brown hair?
Yes. No. Blonde hair.
Does the character that this person play use a bow?
Apparently not. Who? Why are you whispering? Kind of. She plays Belle. If you can say the name in 5 seconds, I'm going to give you the point. All right, I got to get these guys first here. You know who it is? You know who it is? Nope. You know who it is? Well, we know that.
Emma Watson?
Yes. All right. You don't know who Harry Potter is. All right. All right. So we didn't have a clear winner, so we're just going to give anime, music, and movies each points for third place. Since they're in the middle, everybody else gets no points, they get the third place points, amount of points. Okay, I got a little bit of information to give you. I'm going to return this. Actually, I think I still need this. Yeah, I'm going to just keep it. All right, so a couple things I need you to know. If you don't yet know how to earn points before you leave today, make sure you stop underneath it's not underneath anything. I'm used to saying that on Sundays. Make sure you stop at the table out there and grab a card that tells you how to win and also tells you about all of the different events that we have coming up. I do want to specifically talk to you about one event that is coming up a week from tomorrow. It is Battle House. All right, we're going to Battle House laser tag next Thursday. All right, the time on the card is wrong because I got some scheduling stuff mixed up, but I didn't want to reprint all those cards. It is 6:30 to 9:30. The card says I think 5:30 to 9. It is 6:30 to 9:30. We're gonna meet here. We're gonna eat here. Then we're gonna go to Battle House. Here's the deal. It is a private party, which means that for $30 you get an hour-and-a-half battle with any upgrade that you want. I've been told that if you try to book this by yourself, it's like $48. So your $30 covers an hour-and-a-half battle with any upgrade you want and pizza. And it's $30. So if you want to participate, come on in. If you want to participate with us, then it's $30. And there's a sign-up sheet at the table where you checked in at when you came in tonight. make sure you write your name on there and you'll be ready to go. $30 is due next Wednesday. All right? The sign-up sheet will be out next Sunday and next Wednesday as well. We need to have counting leaders and everybody. We need to have at least 20 people in order to go. So if you're pretty sure you want to go, make sure you put your name on the sign-up sheet. All right, there's that. Secondly, Vacation Bible School is next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you volunteer for Vacation Bible School, which you do not have to, but if you want to, you're going to get extra points each night that you volunteer. There's a sign-up sheet for that out there at that same table. Also out there on that table is a sign-up sheet for Fine Arts Team. We're not going to start the Fine Arts Team until August, but if we want to get you guys ready to sign up. If you are talented in any way, art, music, drawing, singing, dancing, a whole bunch of other things that I'm forgetting right now, any kind of artistic category, come on in. Can you help them out and get them on teams and stuff? Anything like that, you can sign up for that, and we will help you out. And then there's also a sign-up sheet for Summer Pass. So if you want to go to all 4 events, you can make a $25 payment each time instead of paying whatever the payment is for each one. And it'll help save you or your parents, whoever's paying for your stuff. It'll help save you money, all right? So $25 per time instead of whatever the regular price is. You can sign up for Summer Pass, although that's really a thing for your parents to sign up for. So just let them know about that. And if they want to save money, they can take advantage of that opportunity. I believe that is all of the events that we have coming up. There's a lot. There's more events coming up. Like the lock-in is on June 23rd and 24th. We'll have that sign-up sheet out next week. I stayed up really, really late on Saturday night for work, and I'm still recovering, so I'm not excited at all for this lock-in. But I know Elise is, and several other people, so. Anyways, where are you, Elise? I want to scowl at you for about 3 seconds. All right. Also, look down here on the floor in front of me. Okay? We are going to, I forgot to tell you about this last week. As part of my Epic Summer, but totally separate from all points and everything else, we're doing an offering, not contest, not even really competition, challenge, let's say. Okay? Any money that we raise this summer is going to go towards our campus in Panama. If you don't know, Epicenter Church has a campus in David, Panama. They are, okay, cool. Over there, we're trying to feed people who may not have a lot of food. We're going into the mountains and sharing the gospel with people pretty much every week. So lots of opportunities for ministry out there. We're trying to raise, here's our goal, all right? What we want to do is we want to work together throughout the summer to raise $750 for Epicenter Panama. You can bring quarters, you can bring nickels, you can bring dollars, you can bring checks. Don't bring your parents' credit card, that's theft. But whatever else you want to do, you can bring it. Now, in case donating to missions is not enough motivation for you, which this is part of the learning process. We're learning how awesome it is to invest in missions. Here's how it works. Each category, so we're doing middle school guys, high school girls, middle school girls. That's the categories we've broken you down to. So whatever team you're on from week to week doesn't matter for this part. All right? The middle school guys are represented by Jeff. Okay? High school guys are represented by Gabe Dean. He's not here today. He's one of our recent graduates. The high school girls are represented by Jennifer. And the middle school girls are represented by Connor. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is if your group raises the most money, even if we don't make it to our $750 goal, let's say we only raise $500, but your group raises the most money, then you get to put a pie in the face of the other 3 leaders.
Boy, fellas.
So, that's how that works. I mean, if you are a middle school boy and you really want to see Jeff get a pie, you can put your money in someone else's bucket, I guess, if you really want to. All right? So, if the middle school girls win, then Jeff, Jennifer, and Gabe all get a pie in their face. If the high school guys win, then Jeff, Jennifer, and Connor all get it. You get it. If we make it to our $750 goal, then in addition to those 3 individuals getting a pie in their face, our summer intern Abigail and myself will also get a pie in our faces. And if we achieve our $1,000 bonus goal, our senior pastor, Pastor Mark, has not yet agreed to do this, but I'm sure he will. If not, I'll find somebody else. But if we get $1,000 raised for Panama over the summer, we're going to try and convince him to let us put a pie in his face as well. All right. So that is that. That's the end of that information. Sign up for Battle House if you're coming. If you got questions, let me know. Sign up for all that other stuff and bring some money next week, even if it's just a bunch of coins. It all counts. The bank takes it, and we can send that on to Panama. All right. We have one more game. Real quickly, this game is called Badly Translated Lyrics. Here's how this game works. It's very similar to the first game. We're going to read. What happened is we took some song lyrics, or I didn't do it. The person I bought this game from did this. They took some song lyrics. They ran it through Google Translator from English to another language, sometimes straight back to English, sometimes to 5 other languages, and then back to English. All right, you'll see. All right, we're going to get started with the first one. And the first person to shout out the answer wins a point for their team. So go ahead, Richard. Show us where we... All right, so this was from English to Italian, back to English. Go ahead and show us the lyrics. All right, high on the other hand. I should have tried 1,000 times. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. There it is. What team are you? Sports. All right. So, you get it. That was an easy one, but that's how it works. Next one. Next one. So this was English to Persian to English. What is happening? All right, go ahead. So I raise my hands, they play my song, and the butterfly. I heard these guys first. You got to be loud. I'll give you both points. I'll give you both points. I'll give you both points. All right, Party in the USA. Easy enough. All right, let's keep going. English to Welsh to Samoan to English. It's a language. When the worst words ever knocks me down, I will send the floods, they will fly out. I am brave, I am crushing it. What? Shh. What? She's still, I'm going to give you guys half a point. All right. Good job, Danny. All right, this is me. That's correct. We got to make it to my favorite one, and then if we don't do any of it. All right, English to Armenian to French to English. Someone told me that the world would turn around. All right, Shrek, man. All right, here we go. English to Greek to Serbian to English. No one can tell me you can't tell me anything. No one can tell me you can't tell me anything. That's it. I'll take my animal to the old way. He got it. It's Old Town Road. What team are you? TV? All right. I'll take my animal. I'm going to the car until I can't anymore. All right, next one. English to Latin to Swahili to English. Shortly after the little girl's town, living alone in the world. That's it. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to get to my favorite one. All right, English to Punjabi to Yiddish to English. Invite, you're a boy, make a loud sound. There's sometimes a big guy playing on the street. What? Who said that first? All right. Yeah, this is my favorite one. I'll give it to both of you. Your face is mud, a great shame. We will vaccinate you. All right, last one, because we got to break a half tie. English, Finnish, Estonian, which is a real language, and English. Boy is not missing. I said, boy, get up. I say, boy, why are you in a new city? No need to be unhappy. Boy, you can go anywhere. I said, friend, if you have any dust, you can stay there, and I'm sure you will find it. That is wrong. That is right. YMCA is the correct answer. All right. All right, Abby, you ready? So first place is movies, second place sports, third place TV, and then anime and music tied for 4th. All right. Okay, so what's going to happen now? Here's the deal. I forgot to tell you something last week, or about next week. I need to say it now before I forget. Worship team, you can come up and get ready. Next week is Glow Night, okay? But, not really but because VBS is happening in this room, we will meet in the gym next week, which you'll see where that is. We're going to go down that way in a minute. That's the only week of the summer that we're going to meet in the gym. But we're going to meet in the gym, and we're going to be doing lots of crazy different stuff next week. So, yeah, I know, but we do, and we're going to meet there. It's not a real gym because there's no basketball hoops or anything. Yeah, next Wednesday, same time, same place, same building. We're just going to meet in the gym. The other reason we're going to do that, not only because they're having VBS, but because we recently installed some heavy-duty black lights in the gym. So when you bring your glow stuff, you're going to really glow down in the gym. All right? So next week, you get 1,000 points for just showing up, and you get 2,000 extra points for wearing any kind of bright neon colors. All right? So pink, green, yellow, orange, whatever you got. All right. If you would, stand up on your feet. And if you were here last week, you heard me talk about this. If not, I'm going to just share it with you really quick. In just a little while, we're going to go down to that gym and we're going to play some crazy games. We got some stuff, man. Some of the stuff is real weird and some of it's real awesome. And, well, all of it's real awesome. Some of it is also real weird. We're going to play some games. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get crazy in just a little while. But right now, before we do anything else, I want to just spend just a few minutes really worshiping God. If you are part of Epic Students, you know this is something that's really important. If you've been part of it for a while, you're here, so you're part of it. But if you've been part of it for a while, you know this is something that's really important to us, is really letting God know how much we care about him and love him. If you haven't been part of it for a while, it's okay. If you don't want to sing, you don't have to. But I don't want you to look around what is wrong with these people? It's just one of the many ways we let God know how much we care about him, how much he means to us, and we just want to worship him for the next few minutes. So if you would participate, we would appreciate that. Thank you. And you need this paper. All right, giving Luke panic attacks over here. All right.
Victory. nothing worth more that'll ever come close. Nothing can compare. You're our living hope. Your presence, I've tasted
Hey, God, I just want to thank you for your presence. Thank you for the opportunity that we have to hang out together tonight, to worship you, to make much of your name. God, I thank you for the chance that we have to spend just a few minutes hearing your word, but also the chance we have to hang out together, God, to make friends, to have fun, to play games, just have a great time together tonight. So I pray you would be with us in this place as we hear a very brief message, as we have a best dressed contest, as we go play some crazy games and all these other things, God, that your spirit would be with us in all of that. God, your spirit of peace, your spirit of comfort, your spirit of joy, whatever it is we might need in these moments, God, that you would meet us here and provide us with exactly what we need in this situation. God, we thank you and praise you, and in your name we pray. We all say, amen. Amen. You guys can have a seat for just a couple of minutes. I just need to tell you, I'm sitting over there trying to worship, and just I like to look around the room and see how y'all are doing, and I really like to watch you guys engage in worship. But I'm looking around, and there's a giant pickle standing in the corner, like singing along, waving as we're worshiping. There's a giant daggone pickle, and so I was like, oh, Holy Spirit, please bring me back into your presence, because I'm caught up by this pickle. Anyways, pickle of a situation. Anyways, look, today is Fandom Fury, right? And so we're talking about things that we are fans of, and I look around and I see all kinds of stuff. We got anime, we got friends, we got social media, we got music, we got sports, we got pickles. I mean, I know it's from a show, but I'm just saying. Anyways, right, we can be fans of almost anything. And many of you are. Many of you are fans of more than one thing. Right? Just because you are part of, you're dressed in anime or Star Wars or music today doesn't mean that's the only fandom that you're a part of. Right? So sports fans, some of those guys are crazy enough, they get dressed up or paint their bodies to cheer for their teams. Thousands of people attend conventions centered on comic books or TV and movies or even sneakers. I've never been to a sneaker con, but I'm going to go someday. It's a real thing. Sneaker con is real, I promise. No, I haven't. I will go someday. Anyways, hold on. Yeah, we'll have to go together. All right, but music fans, right, they fight each other constantly on social media, and they give themselves weird nicknames, which if you're part of one of these fandoms, please forgive me for calling your fandom's name weird. But Swifties and Believers and Barbs and Little Monsters and all these other things, right? And they get in social media fights. And everybody who's here, we're all a fan of something, right? Maybe you're a fan of many things. Maybe you're a fan of only a couple things, but we're all a fan of something. And if you've been around for a while, you know that the two things other than Jesus and my family that I'm the biggest fan of is basketball and shoes. We're not going to talk about shoes today. I do that enough. But I love basketball. I love watching it. I love playing it. I love reading about it. I love watching documentaries about it. My wife comes and is like, oh my gosh, you're watching people talk about basketball? Yeah, it's interesting. I like it. Anyways, I love playing video games of basketball. I love everything. I just love basketball. I'm a fan of basketball. And my favorite team is, very unfortunately, the Detroit Pistons. Okay, they're very bad. Thank you, Chris. I grew up 45 miles north of Detroit, and so about 45 minutes. They actually didn't play in Detroit proper when I was living in Michigan, but I grew up right around where they played. But they weren't even my first favorite team, or even my second favorite team. But I finally kind of settled into rooting for the Pistons around 2002. I was about 17 years old at the time. Please don't do that math. Nothing. So I rooted so, listen, some of you guys may have heard this before. I rooted so hard for the Pistons in 2003. I almost broke my hand banging on the floor. I was angry that Tayshaun Prince missed a jump shot, and he made us lose the game. I was banging on the floor. I almost broke my hand. I was real dumb. Anyways, but, I loved him. I watched him win the championship in 2004. I watched him lose the championship in 2005. And it hurts worse to watch him lose than it feels good to watch him win, by the way. But anyways, I bought jerseys, clearly, hats, shirts, posters, everything. I was a Pistons super fan. And then I moved to North Carolina in 2008. The Pistons were still playing really well. They were still one of the best teams in the league at that time. And one of the things that made me most upset about moving to North Carolina was that I would not be able to watch the Pistons on TV anymore because I didn't have the money to afford NBA League Pass, which lets you watch games that are outside of your market. And so I was excited the first year that I could afford it. They made the playoffs for like the first time in 5 years. They got real bad for a little while, then they got good again, kind of. And they made the playoffs, and I thought that the next year they were going to be even better. Things were looking up. Things were going to go great, and they sucked. Man, we're not talking about that today. They were horrible. I ended up canceling my League Pass subscription before the season was over because they just weren't any good. And I did the same thing again last year before the season was over because they traded Andre Drummond, who was at the time my favorite player. They traded him, and they were just a lousy team. So I didn't even watch him the second half of the season last year. And then this year I kept the League Pass, but I didn't watch as many games as I used to do. I even thought about starting to cheer for the Hornets. No, I'm not. I like their jerseys. So here's the deal, though. This is why I'm telling you this. I'm a fan of the Pistons, but I'm not devoted to them unconditionally, right? I'm not committed to following them no matter what. And most of us are probably the same place in many of our fandoms. If one of the people or groups or things or shows that you are a fan of did something that you strongly disagree with or that you didn't like or that totally changed the direction that they were going in, then you would probably leave that fandom and find someone or something that you thought was better or a better fit for you. And I'm not saying that's not, I can't speak. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it can be a healthy thing to leave a toxic fandom. But the problem is we tend to bring that same kind of mindset to our relationship with Jesus. Listen. And it keeps getting in my mouth. Why is there so much dust on the stage? Excuse me. As I was saying, we tend to bring that same mindset to our relationship with Jesus, right? When things are good and our prayers are getting answered and things make sense to us, then we're big fans of Jesus. But when things aren't going the way we thought they would, or we don't really understand the way that things are happening, or we don't like the way that things are going, we have to decide if we're going to devote ourselves fully to Him, or even through the hard times, if we're going to look for fulfillment somewhere else. In the last part of Luke chapter 9, Jesus feeds 20,000 people, at least. We know this because the Bible says 5,000 men, and we understand from history and from context that it would be a lot more than that when you include women and children. And some of these people had been following Jesus everywhere He went. All across the country, they've been following Jesus, but they were following because they wanted to see miracles and maybe even get some free food. They were Jesus' super fans. And then a few verses later in Luke chapter 9, verse 23, Jesus turns to this same crowd, these people He had just given all this food to. And He says, if any one of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross daily, and follow me. Jesus is saying here that following Him is more than free meals and miracles. It's more than showing up in a church building or live streaming on Sundays and Wednesdays. It's even more than reading your Bible and praying. It's being committed and devoted to following Him no matter what, right? When He says, give up your own way and deny yourself, He's saying you have to move from selfish to selfless. You have to be willing to sacrifice your will and what you want for His will and what He wants. You have to be willing to surrender to His plan and purpose for your life, even when it doesn't make sense or you don't necessarily like the direction that He's leading you all the time. It sounds kind of easy, but it's actually incredibly hard. I don't want to get into all these different stories. That pickle's distracting me again. But I don't want to get into all these different stories about all of the times that I've had to go and do something that God's called me to do, and I just flat out did not want to do it. But there's been plenty. He says, take up your cross daily. To follow Jesus, to be a truly devoted fan and committed to Him, it means choosing every day to live a life that's based on sacrifice and surrender. It means seeing a road that we know leads to suffering, hence the cross, and choosing to walk it anyways because that's the way that God has called us. Being a fan of the Detroit Pistons is not always fun and easy. And you can multiply that by like 1,000,000 when you talk about these guys. The Detroit Lions is the worst fandom ever to be a part of, and I really wish I could get away from it. Right, Jeff? Being a fan, being a follower of Jesus is even harder than that, because at the end of the day, if we really wanted to, we could give up on the Lions. I could stop watching the Pistons. But we've been called and created to exist and walk in a relationship with Jesus, and it's not enough to be a fan. It's not enough to show up at church and cheer him on every once in a while when things are going good. It's not enough to say, I'll follow you if everything makes sense to me. I'll follow you if I like the way that my life is going. But if it doesn't, I'm out of here. In the last 4 years, I've learned so much, Demario, about what it means to follow Jesus even when things aren't going the way that I want them to. Right? And Jesus explains this. He says in verses 24 and 25 of Luke chapter 9, he said, if you try to hang on to your life, you'll lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you'll save it. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but are lost and destroyed yourself? We can't have a new life without our old life ending. We can't be resurrected without being dead first. When we sacrifice our own desires, God will give us a greater life than we could ever imagine. It won't always be an easier life. It won't always be a more enjoyable life, and it won't always be a life that makes more sense. But it will always, always be better. It's not enough to be a fan of Jesus. We have to, it's not enough to do our best to imitate him on Sunday mornings and whenever else it's convenient for us. We have to be willing to follow him as he changes us from the inside out to become more like him, not just to act more like him. And as Jesus gave this message, a few more like it, the crowd started getting smaller. A lot of his fans decided to go stand somebody else because they were not willing to be truly committed. It's not enough to just be a fan of Jesus. We have to stand with him, follow in his footsteps is the word I'm trying to say. Sacrifice daily and follow him into the purpose and plan that he created each of us for. Listen, God tells us, he doesn't tell us it'll always be easy to follow him. He tells us it'll always be worth it and that he'll always be with us. And so my challenge to each of us, myself 10 million % included, it's not a real actual percentage, by the way, but it sounds good. But myself very much included, is we need to ask ourselves, are we following Jesus or are we just a fan? Are we fair weather fans that root for him when things are going good and kind of give up when they're bad? Or are we willing to follow him daily, pick up our cross, and step into the plan and purpose that he has for our lives? All right. Seems real great to go from that somewhat serious and slightly heavy message to, if you're wearing a costume, come up front onto the stage. But that's what we're going to do. If you're wearing a costume and you want to be considered for best dressed, come on up here. Leaders, meet me in the back at the camera section so that we can vote for best dressed. Guys, there's a lot of dust floating around up here, so be careful. All right, so we're going to real quickly, leaders, meet us in the back. Eileen, Abby, meet us over there. Ashley, we're going to real quickly give you guys the chance to explain your costumes for those of us who may not know. If you are talking, please stop. Thank you. All right, who are you? She is somebody Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Nikasa. Did I say it right? Nikasa? All right. Attack on Titan. That's who she is. You're a football player. Oh. He's got a specific. Okay, he's here to save the Lions. Good luck with that, buddy. I'm not going to tell you what. All right. Social media. Yeah, like TikTok, Snapchat, all that stuff. What's this? Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball who? Dragon Ball Super. Very specific. Muzan? You got all these names I can't say, man. Muzan from Demon Slayer.
I am Dobby from My Hero Academia.
Dobby from My Hero Academia. Jedi Bob, right? Jedi Bob. Are you guys together, or is your costume, no, you're separate? All right, what do you got? I see it. Harley Quinn. Avatar. I see that too. Very well. And then when this is the pickle from Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick. All right. So we all know that. All right. Y'all stay up there. We're going to narrow it down to 3. and then we're going to let everybody vote. Hello. All right. So, remember, all of you got 2,000 points just for dressing up. All of you look amazing. You're doing great. I'm not going to tell you. Nobody won yet. All right. So, Aaron, Erica, and Chris stay on the stage. Everybody else, come have a seat. You all did wonderful. We love it. You're doing great. You get bonus points for dressing up. All right, come on up here. Come on. All right, so you're going to vote with your voices, okay? You guys all get extra points. Just you're the top three. The leaders voted for your top three. All right, so I'm going to just put my hand over the head. If you think they're the best, just shout. Kingston, you have to vote for somebody with your voice. You can't just sit there chilling the whole time. All right. Dobby from My Hero Academia. Chris Ford, Here to Save the Lions. All right, and Mikasa Ackerman. All right, Abby, you ready? First place, second place, third place. All right, you guys can have a seat. All right, thank you guys all for dressing up. Thank you for voting. Again, if you wore any costume at all, you got those automatic points. If you came up here, I may bump you up a little bit extra just because I'm allowed to do that. Anyways, there's seriously so much dust on this stage. You don't even understand. I don't understand why, but it keeps going in my mouth. All right, we're going to the gym. We are not going to race because the hallways are narrow. All right, so music and anime, head down to the gym and find your cone. Follow Shania. Shania, don't run. Okay, go down there with them so they... Nah, it ain't been worn for a while. But... All right, TV, you guys can go. It might be. All right, sports, go. Movies, let's go.